white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team, but we riding on him. Yeah, more action than no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team, but we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum. We'll trust.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland.
Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, here's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 59 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11 now. Out of the gun, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they try the right side here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun. Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Cousins on first down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A first down throw for Cousins. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
Cousins pass.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews.
That's good.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, Cousins looking left side. Andrews with it complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Again, the ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Cousins
down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 7-7, our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy that can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Cousins. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for only a couple. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. The pass there complete to Sutton. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Texans scoop it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Play fake. Cousins. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Cousins now. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Cousins pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Cousins again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big targeted tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 29. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
The 29-yard line.
First down, here's Cousins. A short throw caught by Andrews. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A throw over the middle, taken in and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Baltimore sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Again, it's Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat law.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Throwing on second and long. Cousins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Uses the stiff arm. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. In the early games, a lot of good matchups, one being in Indianapolis. A tough one for the Colts, as they'll have to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. In the late afternoon games, all eyes will be on Las Vegas. A glitzy matchup there, where it'll be the Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we'll wrap up the weekend with a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Bucks. In the game you're watching, it's been Kirk Cousins with a hot hand in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his Bengals' rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Oh, what a move. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Here's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Cousins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
on 3rd down. Cousins got a man open. It's Sutton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Watson on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Cousins. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run here with Dobbins.
A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got Evans.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around. They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up
one more time with Dobbins.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard
Houston set to take over.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read us.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Watson's pass complete. Fumble on the play.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jawan calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Another run here with Dobbins.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Watson, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
J.K. Dobbins, 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
On the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
And 8 yards.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. To throw is Cousins. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8. At the 38-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. First down Texans, Watson hooking up with Cooks. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the 50, it's Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Ravens have got it.
Kirk Cousins sacks. Fumble on the play. Recovered by
a little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 30.
Cousins. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Deshaun Watson sacked.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football. and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And now out comes Houston. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Houston.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And 8 yards to go.
And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Number 88.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Watson. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Tucker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter.
Watson's pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On the pickup.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He'll find Lindsey here, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And the Texans first down.
From the gun, Watson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down, Houston.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson looks to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
From the contact. It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. To the air yet again. Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
On the pickup.
From the gun, here's Watson. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Watson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. That time a 9-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll go again with Dobbins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Baltimore, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. I don't be with you. Know you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the go place. And if we pull it up with the whole squad, yeah, that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side as that big of the dial. Quiet, if it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I didn't got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me.